Well, hello and welcome again to another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. Bill Shaka here, welcoming you to Tamarindo, Costa Rica. I got an email from one of the members of the 5-Minute Motivator basically thanking me for including a lot of my personal stories. They said they got a lot of benefit from them. And, that got me thinking about my story as your survival guide. And I thought back to some of the stories that I heard when I was cutting my teeth in this industry from other people and how their stories became my survival guide. Well, individual stories, especially adversity, became my survival guide. I talk a lot about some of the successes I had. I talk a lot about the failures that I've had too. Losing a chain of donut shops, bringing people on board that were basically untalented and sycophants and allowing them to run wild. My fault. I take complete responsibility for that. And so forth. So my story became this person's survival guide. Here's what I'd like you to consider, folks. As you begin to listen and assimilate some of the stories, successes and failures from people like me and other people, and you incorporate them into your own survival guide, do you realize that you have a responsibility to share that with other people? You have a responsibility to humanity, to the world, to the universe, to take what you've learned, apply it to your life, and then share the results of that with other people so that your story can become their survival guide. See, we're all paying it forward. No matter what we do, we're all paying it forward as long as we are not afraid to tell our story. I will tell you why some people don't like to tell their story. Some people think their story is uninteresting. That's ridiculous. Everybody has an interesting story. And there are people out there that want to hear it. Not everybody, but enough people want to hear it so that you should definitely tell your story. So that's the first thing I would say. The second thing is that people don't like to tell their story because they're embarrassed. It's a very embarrassing story. Frame it. Couch it. Manipulate it to be as least embarrassing as possible, but that makes a salient point. You don't have to get into the gritty details. All people want to know is that you had some level of adversity that was holding you back, and how you actually transcended that level of adversity, or how you had a level of success and how you leveraged that level of success to even greater success. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have accepted many stories. I incorporated them into my behavior, and it became my survival guide. I've had successes and failures, and I tell individuals my story so that they can incorporate them into their survival guide. Now you take your survival guide and move it forward. If we all do this, we're going to be moving humanity forward as best we possibly can. Don't be afraid to tell your story. It's interesting. It's provocative. People want to hear what you have to say, and people want to learn from it. Bill Shaka thanking you for attending yet another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. Looking forward to seeing you in the next. Please like, share, comment. Please join the memberships. Talk soon. Bye-bye.